Hello everyone, this is Nana and you're watching my YouTube channel Let's Learn It. So in today's video, we will look at the solution of the second paper in English GSET examination 2023. So let's begin with the question number 1. Question 1 is, in which of the following plays does the character of Helen appear? Options are Volpone, Dr. Faustus, As You Like It and The Alchemist. So right answer is option B, Dr. Faustus. Character named Helen appears in the play titled Dr. Faustus. Then question 2. Who among the following is the protagonist of Oliver Goldsmith's The Good-Natured Man? Options are Sir William Honeywood, Sir William Honeymoon, option C Jarvis and option D Miss Richard. So right answer is option A, Sir William Honeywood. Then question 3. A close study of Ben Jonson's plays represents him as the master of sentimental comedy, pastoral tragedy, comedy of humors and option D comedy of manners. So right answer is option C comedy of humors. Ben Jonson's plays represents him as the master of comedy of humors. Then question 4. Which of the following plays is not written by John Webster? Options are The Devil's Low Case, option B Samson Agonistus, option C The Duchess of Malfi and option D The White Devil. So right answer is option B Samson Agonistus. Question number 5. Which of the following plays is written by Bertolt Brecht? Options are The Life of Galileo, Look Back in Anger, option C The Caretaker and option D A Raisin in the Sun. So right answer is option A The Life of Galileo is the play written by Bertolt Brecht. So next question is question number 6. Which of the following characters in the Shakespeare's Hamlet says something is rotten in the state of Denmark? Options are Claudius, Polonius, Laetus and Marcellus. So right answer is option D Marcellus. Next question. Which among the following novels of T.H. Lawrence deals with Mexican life and typically emphasizes on the values of the primitive as opposed to the civilized? Options are Women in Love, Sons and Lovers, option C The Plumed Serpent and option D Lady Chatterley's Lover. So right answer is option C The Plumed Serpent. Next question. To which country does Gugiwa Thiong'o belong? Options are South Africa, Sri Lanka, Kenya and option D Nigeria. So right answer is option C Kenya. Next question. In which of the plays the real estate industry is referred as seedy and unscrupulous by David Mamet? Options are Dirk Variations, Glengarry Glen Rose, option C American Buffalo and option D A Life in the Theatre. So right answer is option B Glengarry Glen Rose. Then next question. Which of the following awards was won by Edward Albee? A Delicate Balance. Options are Booker Prize, Pulitzer Prize, National Book Award and option D National Book Critics Circle Award. So right answer is option B Pulitzer Prize. Next question. Who wrote the long narrative poem Troilus and Cressida adapted from Boccaccio? Options are William Shakespeare, William Langland, option C Geoffrey Chaucer and option D John Covey. So right answer is option C Geoffrey Chaucer. Next question. In which of the Shakespearean sonnets do you find the following lines? Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds. Options are Sonnet 116, option B sonnet 18, option C sonnet 114 and option D sonnet 15. So right answer is option A sonnet 116. Next question, which of the following poets wrote My Grandmother's House? Options are Arun Kolatkar, Nizam Izaki, Kamala Das and option D A.K. Ramanujan. So right answer is option C Kamala Das. Next question, who wrote the nonsense verse Jabberwocky in 1871? Options are George Orwell, George Lucas, option C Lewis Carroll and option D George Eliot. So right answer is option C Lewis Carroll. Next question, Power Politics is collection of poems dealing with feminism, gender issues and identity crisis. Who wrote it? Options are Margaret Atwood, Susanna Moody, Margaret Lawrence and option D Anne Herbert. So right answer is option A Margaret Atwood. Next question, who wrote the epic poem The Approximate Man? Options are Tristan Tzara, Marcel Duchamp, option C Francis Picabia and option D Philip Support. So right answer is option A Tristan Tzara. Next question, in which of the following poem is the lover's heart compared to a hand grenade? Options are The Rising, The Sun Rising, option B The Valediction, Forbidding Morning, option C The Given Heart and option D A Supplication. So right answer is option C The Given Heart. Next question, John Milton appointed one of the metaphysical poets as his amanuensis after he went blind. What is his name? Options are Henry Vaughan, John Donne, Abraham Cowley and option D Andrew Marvell. So right answer is option D Andrew Marvell. Next question, whom did Dryden hail as the father of our English numbers? Options are Edmund Waller, William Davenant, Richard Lovelace and option D Thomas Guru. So right answer is option A Edmund Waller. Next question, to whom did Samuel Johnson apply the epithet Augustine first? Options are Alexander Pope, John Dryden, Jonathan Swift and option D Joseph Addison. So right answer is option B John Dryden. Next question, these two literary rivals shared the same years of birth and death. Who are they? Options are Dryden and Shadwell, Sidney and Gozon, Pope and Theobald and Green and Shakespeare. So right answer is option C Alexander Pope and Theobald. Next question, Natya Shastra is divided into blank chapters. Options are 33, 34, 36 or 32. Right answer is option C. Natya Shastra is divided into 36 chapters. Next question, which among the following novels portrays the character of Squire Allworthy? Options are Tom Jones, Amelia, Joseph Andrews and Pamela. Right answer is option A Tom Jones. Next question, how many years did James Joyce take to complete his novel Finnegan's Wake? Options are 5 years, 7 years, 10 years and option D 15 years. So right answer is option B 7 years. Next question, who among the following is not a Victorian novelist? Options are George Meredith, Benjamin Disraeli, option C William Makepeace Thackeray and option D Jane Austen. So right answer is option D Jane Austen. Next question, in which of the following novels does the character of Michael Henchard appear? Options are The Mayor of Casterbridge, option B Hard Times, option C Pride and Prejudice and option D Ulysses. So right answer is option A, the Mayor of Casterbridge. Next question, Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale falls in the category of options are a dystopian novel, option B a picaresque novel, option C a romantic novel, and option D an epistolary novel. So right option is option B a picaresque novel. Then next question, according to blank, poetry is happy fusion of Sabda and Artha. Options are Bharata, Abhinav Gupta, option C Bamaha, and option D Anand Vardhan. So right option is option C Bamaha. Next question, which of the following works is not written by William Golding? Options are The Inheritors, The Spire, Darkness Visible, and option D My Cleaner. So right answer is option D. Next question, which of the following characters does not appear in Charles Dickens' Hard Times? Options are Thomas Gradgrind, Cecilia Joubert, David Matthews, and option D Louisa. So right answer is option C David Matthews. Next question, what is the primary characteristic of non-fictional prose? Options are imaginary characters, factual information, and real events. Option C creative storytelling, and option D rhyming verses. So right answer is option B factual information and real events. Next question, which author is renowned for his collection of essays titled Essays? Options are Michel de Montaigne, option B George Orwell, option C Virginia Woolf, and option D Mark Twain. So right answer is option A Michel de Montaigne. Next question, what is a common feature of essays by Charles Lamb? Options are strictly factual content, option B personal reflection and exploration of ideas, option C rhyming couplets, and option D dialogue driven narratives. So right answer is option B personal reflection and exploration of ideas. Then next question, what does the investigative journalism primarily involve? Options are reporting on personal experiences, option B analyzing fictional stories, option C in-depth research to uncover hidden truths, and option D reviewing classic literature. So right answer is option C in-depth research to uncover hidden truths. Next question, what distinguishes a memoir from an autobiography? Options are memoirs are always written in the third person. Option B, memoirs focus on specific period or theme in the author's life. Option C, memoirs are longer than autobiographies, and option D, autobiographies are written by ghost writers. So right option is option B, memoirs focus on specific period or theme in the author's life. Then next question, who is famous for investigative work in exposing government surveillance programs? Options are Hunter S. Thompson, option B Bob Woodward, option C Glenn Greenwald, and option D J.K. Rowling. So right answer is option C Glenn Greenwald. Next question, who wrote Mandela's Ego? Options are Wole Soyinka, option B Lewis Incoy, option C Alice Walker, and option D Toni Morrison. So right answer is option B Lewis Incoy. Then next question, which of the following is an example of creative non-fiction? Options are a scientific research paper, option B travelogue, option C a biography of historical figure, and option D a memoir written by an astronaut. So right answer is option D a memoir written by an astronaut. Next question, which essay by Jean-Jacques Rousseau discusses the noble savage concept? Options are the social contract, option B the stranger, option C the wealth of nations, and option D the prince. So right answer is option A the social contract. Then next question, Albert Camus explored the theme of absurdity in life in options are The Myth of Sisyphus, The Second Sex, The Communist Manifesto, and option D War and Peace. So right answer is option A The Myth of Sisyphus. Next question, who is known for introducing the concept of the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis in linguistics? Options are Eddie Whorf-Sapir, option B Bani Sapir-Whorf, option C Edward Lee Whorf, and option D Benjamin Lee Whorf. So right answer is option D. Next question, which of the following is an example of an allophone in English phonology? Options are P in pat and P in spat, P in pat and B in bat, option C P in pat and T in cat, and option D P in pat and K in cap. So right answer is option A P in pat and P in spat. Next question, which theory of language acquisition suggests that children have an innate ability to understand and produce language, known as the language acquisition device (LAD)? Options are social interactionist theory, option B behaviorist theory, option C universal grammar theory, and option D connexionist theory. So right answer is option C universal grammar theory. Next question, which semiotic concept refers to the process of attaching meaning to a sign, such as interpreting a word's meaning in language? Options are semiosis, signifier, signified, and referentiality. So right answer is option A semiosis. Next question, which area of psycholinguistics is concerned with how words are accessed and retrieved from memory during language production? Options are neurolinguistics, lexical semantics, word recognition, and option D phonological processing. So right answer is option C word recognition. Then next question, what term describes the process by which languages influence and shape each other due to cultural contact and communication? Options are linguistic determinism, option B language convergence, option C language divergence, and option D linguistic relativity. So right answer is option B language convergence. Next question, which variety of English is often considered the standard for international communication, including business and diplomacy? Options are American English, option B British English, option C received pronunciation, and option D international English. So right answer is option D international English. Next question, which term describes the phenomenon of producing a word or phrase in simplified or non-standard way, often due to rapid speech or informality? Options are euphony, illusion, epenthesis, and option D aphasis. So right answer is option B illusion. Then next question, which of the following idiomatic expression means to reveal a secret or hidden information? Options are spill the beans, break a leg, option C kick the bucket, and option D the ball is in your coat. So right answer is option A spill the beans. Next question, in reading comprehension, what is the term for a word or phrase that helps to link sentences or paragraphs within a text? Options are transition word, function word, option C compound word, and option D hyphenated word. So right answer is option A transition word. Then next question, which term describes the phenomenon where speakers unconsciously adjust their speech to match the speed, tone, and vocabulary of their conversation partner? Options are code switching, mirroring, over articulation, and option D, enunciation. So right answer is option B, mirroring. Next question, what was the primary responsibility assigned to the company by the Charter Act of 1813 in relation to education in India? Options are to establish missionary colleges, to promote indigenous languages and cultures. Option C, to spend 1 lakh rupees annually on education, and option D, encourage Indians to write in English. So right answer is option C, to spend 1 lakh rupees annually on education. Next question, who were some of the key individuals involved in the establishment of Hindu College, Calcutta in 1817? Options are Charles Grant and Wilberforce, Raja Ram Mohan Roy and David Hare, William Carey, Joshua Marshman and William Ward, and option D, Alexander Duff and John Wilson. So right answer is option B, Raja Ram Mohan Roy and David Hare. Then next question, what was the primary purpose of the Calcutta School Book Society established in 1817? Options are to promote the distribution of English literature, to provide education to poor children in Calcutta. Option C, to print educational books and materials for schools in Bengal. Then option D, to encourage missionary activities in Calcutta. So right answer is option C. Next question, Bishop Heber College in Tiruchirappalli, established in 1823, was primarily focused on the education of, options are poor children in South India, Indian Christians, European and Indian children, and option D, missionary pastors and missionaries. So right answer is option B, Indian Christians. Then next question, according to a letter from the General Committee of Public Instruction dated 6 October 1823, was what condition was set for native college students regarding the philosophical class? Options are they must be proficient in Oriental languages. Option B, they must be well versed in Western science. Option C, they must have strong foundation in the English language, and option D, they should prioritize the study of European history. So right answer is option C, they must have strong foundation in the English language. Next question, what was Raja Ram Mohan Roy's attitude towards the use of English in education, later dated 11 December 1823? Options are he believed English should replace all other languages. He supported English as a medium alongside vernacular languages. Option C, he insisted on using Persian for official business. Option D, he opposed the study of Western literature. So right answer is option B, he supported English as a medium alongside vernacular languages. Next, who was the Governor General responsible for introducing significant educational reforms, including the promotion of English literature and science in India? Options are Charles Canning, Warren Hastings, William Bentinck, and option D, Richard Wellesley. So, right answer is option C, William Bentinck. The next question, according to the Select Committee on the Affairs of the East India Company in 1832, why was the cultivation of the English language highly desirable in India? Options are to promote Indian literature, to favor the English language and culture, to strengthen the study of Western history, and option D, to introduce natives into places of trust. So right answer is option D, to introduce natives into places of trust. Next question, what was the purpose of the Abbott Wood report in the field of education? Options are to recommend the use of English as a primary language of instruction, to advocate for the teaching of classical languages like Sanskrit, to base primary and secondary education on children's natural interest. Option D is to establish more universities in India. So right answer is option C, to base primary and secondary education on children's natural interests. Then next question, who introduced the concept of encoding and decoding? Options are Frederick Jameson, Stuart Hall, Jürgen Habermas, and option D, Homi Bhabha. So right answer is option B, Stuart Hall. Next question, who used the term sweetness and light in reference to culture? Options are Matthew Arnold, Stuart Hall, Jürgen Habermas, and option D, Richard Hoggart. So right answer is option A, Matthew Arnold. Next question, where was the Center for Contemporary Cultural Studies located? Options are Birmingham, Paris, Amsterdam and Moscow. So right answer is option A, Birmingham. Next question, the Empire Strikes Back by the Center for Contemporary Culture Studies talks about. Options are gender bias, race and racism, feminism and ethnicity. So right answer is option B, race and racism. Then next question, negritude was not. Options are a cultural movement, a social movement, a political movement, and option D, a poetic movement. So right answer is option D, a poetic movement. Next question, Arjun Appadurai writes about 5 types of cultural flows of imagination. So your right option is option C, ethnoscapes, technoscapes, ideoscapes, financescapes and mediascapes. Then next question, which of these scholars does not talk about cultural racism? Options are Martin Barker, Etienne Balibo, Pierre-Andre Turgev and option D, Jürgen Habermas. So right answer is option D, Jürgen Habermas. Next question, which of the following figures is not associated with the Frankfurt School of Cultural Studies? Options are option A, Max Horkheimer, Theodore W. Adorno, Herbert Marcuse and option D, Richard Hoggart. So right answer is option D, Richard Hoggart. Next question, Davos translated as Perverts in Paradise was written by which Latin American exponent of culture studies? Options are Guillermo Nunes Noyek, João Silvério Trevisan, Ray Gonzalez and option D, Alberto Miranda. So right answer is option B, João Silvério Trevisan. Next question, cultural studies was initially developed as an academic field by. Right answer is option D, British Marxist academics. Then next question, epistles to the pieces written as letter to a Roman senator named Lucius Piso is popularly known as. Right answer is option B, Ars Poetica. Next question, who wrote Never Did a Slave Become an Orator? Right answer is option B, Longinus. Then next question, who wrote Peribathos, That Paradise, Longinus, Perihoupsos or On the Sublime? So right answer is here option A, Alexander Pope. The next question, who calls Shakespeare's characters as genuine progeny of common humanity? So here right answer is option C, Samuel Johnson. Next, these two poets are held responsible for the onset of the dissociation of sensibility in English poetry by T.S. Eliot. Who are they? So, your right answer is option D, Milton and Dryden. Next question. The anthropologist most commonly associated with structuralist thinking is, so your right answer is option A, Claude Lévi-Strauss. Then next question. Raymond Williams is best known for his work. So your right answer is option B, Keywords, a vocabulary of culture and society. Then next question. Who coined the term posthumanism? So your right answer is option A, Ihab Ozan. Next question. Who introduced the theory of postmodernism in disability studies? So your right option is option A, Leonard J. Davis. Next question. Who among the following has studied the peasant insurgency in colonial India? So your right option is option D, Ranjit Guha. Next question. Match the following. So psychoanalytic structuralism is Jacques Lacan. Then hegemony, Antonio Gramsci. Metafiction, Linda Hutcheon. Then hybridity is Homi Bhabha. Next question. According to the Coleridge, plastic imagination has the ability to unify or synthesize various elements into a cohesive whole. Next question. The term ecological imperialism was coined by option D. Right answer is option D, Alfred Crosby. Then next question, choose the correct pair. So your correct one is Wayne C. Booth, The Rhetoric of Fiction. Next question. In the essay, Three Women's Text and Critique of Imperialism, what are the texts that Spivak focuses on? So right answer is option A, Jane Eyre, White, Sargasso Sea and Frankenstein. Next one, the following is list of critical terms. What is the right chronological order of their formulation? So your right answer is option B, the unconscious, Lang, heresy of paraphrase and difference. Next question. Post-structuralist seeks to show that the text is characterized by disunity rather than unity. Who made this statement? So right answer is option B, Peter Barry. Next question. Who was the first to coin the term intertextuality? Right answer is option C, Julia Kristeva. Next one. In the Indian literary theory, what refers to a suggested or implied meaning of literature? Right answer is option B, Dhwani. Next one. Why is a literature review essential in the research, design and planning phase? Right answer is option D, to outline the research conclusions. Next question. What role does the research question play in the research design phase? Right answer is option B. It defines the research purpose and direction. Next one. What distinguishes content analysis from other research methods in English studies? Right answer is option C. It analyzes textual and visual materials. Next one. What is the primary goal of pilot testing data collection instruments in English research? Right option is option A, to identify and rectify issues. Next one, what distinguishes grounded theory analysis in English research? So right answer is option C, it aims to develop theories from data. Next one, what is the primary purpose of an abstract in research paper? Right answer is option B, to summarize the entire research paper. Next one, what is the primary purpose of obtaining informed consent from research participants in English studies? Right answer is option C, to protect participants' rights and privacy. Next question. In research, what is the primary purpose of using secondary sources? Right answer is option C, to provide context and background information. Next one. What is the primary purpose of submitting research papers to peer-reviewed journals? Right answer is option D, to undergo rigorous evaluation by experts. Next question. When conducting qualitative research in English studies, what challenge is associated with data saturation? Right answer is option B, exhausting the pool of potential research participants. Next one. Which software tool is commonly used in research for qualitative data analysis and coding textual data? So right answer is option D, and Vivo. So I hope this video will be helpful, and thank you for being here.